Hey guys, welcome back to another Star Wars lore video. Today we're going to be talking about the 7 things that I want in the Obi Wan Kenobi series. But before we go forward, please be sure to leave a like for this video if you do enjoy the content. Helps it find its way to other Star Wars fans and new people. And please be sure to subscribe so you never miss a lore video from us. Alright, let's get down to it. So, with the new Obi Wan Kenobi TV series coming out, all Star Wars fans are excited. We want to see what the galaxy looked like after the Empire took over. We want to know what happened to our favorite bearded heartthrob. But among these many things, there are a lot of lore elements that we would like to know more about in Obi-Wan, and the series actually happens to convey itself to lending this lore to the greater audience. So, what can we hopefully expect to see in the Obi-Wan series within reason? Well, first off, I would love to get to see his lightsaber again. In the time of the Empire, it's highly unlikely that Obi-Wan is going to use his lightsaber at all in the TV show. However, that having been said, I would love to see his, or maybe even better if it's in the box that it's in A New Hope, Anakin's lightsaber. Not necessarily being used, but I would like to see them as like memories of a bygone era that he just has around. It would be very emotional, I think, for a lot of people to kind of get to see those things that would be both significant later, but for people who grew up with the prequels, things that were significant to them growing up. It could be a really touching moment, so hopefully we'll get to have one of those in the series. Another thing that could be really touching, and if they do it well would be awesome to see, would be Qui-Gon Jinn. Although I guess see isn't really the correct word. It could be a good opportunity for the TV show runners to help expand some of the Star Wars lore by having, not as a focus, but just lightly touched on in the background, Qui-Gon Jinn's training of Obi-Wan to become a Force ghost. While I don't expect this to feature prominently in the series, having Liam Neeson come and do a voiceover would be really, really nice. They've done it before for things like Clone Wars, and I would love to see it utilized here, especially with the ending of Revenge of the Sith, that these teachings were going to be an important part of Obi-Wan's exile. So that is something that I think we might get to see in this. It'll probably only be brief, but I'm looking forward to it. Another thing that we're probably going to get more background references to, but I am also looking forward to, is Order 66 and its fallout. The Bad Batch may have helped clarify some things that occurred after the end, but now we're getting into what is relatively the middle. Rebels occurs a year before A New Hope, and Bad Batch occurs right after Order 66. This is occurring in between those two time periods, and gives us a very good opportunity to explore the events that happened afterwards. What happened to maybe other Jedi that might have gotten away, and what is the general population dealing with now? And as I have covered in other videos, the next up is going to be, I hope to see Obi-Wan use the Jedi mind trick. This would make a lot of sense from canon perspective because it is his favorite tool and it is one of the most subtle to use as a Jedi in hiding. This makes the most sense, and if you want a bit more detail on it, you should go check out my other video. I'll leave a link in the description. Alright, so the next 3 are going to be characters that I hope we're going to get to see. I don't think we're going to get them prominently, as they won't be antagonists, and no, Darth Vader won't be one of them because we already have him confirmed to appear. However, these 3 do seem likely for teasing the greater Star Wars lore. For number 1, I think we might get to see Palpatine. At least he will be referenced due to the Inquisitors and Darth Vader being in the series, and that just seems likely. He was one of the overarching antagonists totally in the Empire era, and it seems likely he would still be hunting Obi-Wan just to help finish off the Jedi. Another character who I think we might get because he has larger lore implications for Star Wars in general will be Grand Admiral Thrawn. This is literally the time when Grand Admiral Thrawn was the most prominent. It's before Ezra and him blasted into the unknown regions, and when he was prominently and primarily helping the Empire. So there's a lot of opportunity to introduce both him and his tactics here and see him across the larger galaxy. This could be really cool to see, especially teasing for the Ahsoka series that we know is going to be coming out. And lastly, a character that I think we all want just because of his rivalry, even though we know they don't meet up until Rebels, so perhaps meetings in the Force are just through memories, is Darth Maul. Yes, Darth Maul. And we've had Darth Maul teased in live action again in the Solo movie, But I think here it will make the most sense, even if they don't actually meet in person, because we know that Maul was always hunting Kenobi. He was always hunting him, and he never genuinely believed Kenobi was dead. So we might very well get some references to that, and maybe even some Force interaction on that part. It would be mild, as like I said, the characters don't really meet up until Rebels, and their story arcs conclude there. But it would be cool to see some background references to this, perhaps even referencing the Crimson Sun and other characters like that. But for right now, these are just the things that I would like to see in the new Obi Wan series. Tell me in the comments below what you want to see and what you're looking forward to. Please be sure to like if you did in fact like the video, and please subscribe so you never miss a lore video from us. You guys and girls have a great day.